What's up, YouTube? You got Nerdy G back here with Here's the Thought. Okay, this is episode 2, and on this episode we're going to be covering The Way, aka India Hartwell, Johnny Wrestling, Candice LeRae, and my favorite creepy wrestler of all time, Dexter Lumis. Okay, so listen, and technically this is really truly about Indy Hartwell versus truly the Way as a group, but because they're tied in, I think this is a way. No pun intended, but this is the way that we probably can make them interesting in getting people to like them. You don't have to run this right now, but this is just a thought, right? Indy Hartwell is going to be a WWE Women's Champion at some point in her career. And we already know that she was an NXT champion. But what I mean, she's going to be one of those Raw or SmackDown Women's Champions. She is great. She fits the mold. She's tall. She's strong. She has what it takes to be that. Of course, we don't want to rush into that right now. But with her being with the Way, this is perfect. And then we can kind of create some tension later down on the line. Once again, I tell you, it's all about the factions. And their faction can be the most positive, annoying faction out there that makes everybody else sick. And I think that's the way that we should put them. We should put them where, hey, this is a family. Because they came from NXT, they already have that work around. They already have that work together built. They have that chemistry. They have, they know how to play off each other, right? You can put them in a tag team ship, right? You can put Johnny and Dexter. We saw how when Johnny came back, he was with Dexter and the whole Miz thing. That worked. Candice LeRae, put her with Indy for a little bit, right? When you look at the tag teams landscape on Raw, it's there, right? But also there is the singles there as well. Here's my deal: put Candice and Indy in a tag match. Put them in tag team together. The women's tag is big on Raw, and let them ride there. And like I say, the Way as a whole, make them be that very positive, faction where they bump heads with everybody. And because they have women, because they have men, they can fight any and everybody, right? Basically at this point, right? Of course, make them bump up against Jinder Mahal and his guys. Make them make the girls go against Chance and Carter. Make them bump up against Ivar. Like, there's a lot that they can do with this, and just kind of like keep them in the background, but keep them like fun, happy. Keep them their family values. Play to those. Give them play to that, right? Play to the family values. Make us fall in love with these four. And way down the line, once they get to the point to where they can get up to a Judgment Day, or where they can cross a Judgment Day, or whatever the case may be, right? What we can do is we can have them to be, we can have Rhea, because Rhea is a manipulator. She's great. And we can have her to kind of sow some seeds, right? We can have Indy to, feel a way where, hey, I miss being in singles competitions. I miss having gold around my belt, and I feel like we should take a break because we're having some success in the tag world, but we're not having the success where we have gold around our belt. And she tells Dexter this because he's a silent type, right? She tells him that. Rhea overhears it, and then then Indy tells Candice. But then when she tells Candice, Rhea gives Candice a title shot. We already know Rhea's going to kill Candice, right? And then cause rift in the Way with the family, and then play that out, right? It's not as big as the bloodline. It's not that. It is not that. This is just a side part to where maybe they can mend it, maybe they won't mend it. We don't know, but to kind of have that all kind of played out as a side story, because side stories are good, right? I watched a lot of soap operas growing up, guys. Trust me, this will work. This will keep us entertained. This will keep us caring about the Way. And then, of course, if you guys want to bring back in, what's my guy name, Austin Theory, at some point, yeah, bring him back in to try to, break things up or want to come and, I don't know. I don't think at this point he would go back and join the way or whatever the case may be. Let him be where he's at. But it's just a thought. Indy Hartwell, bring it on, cause that friction, but make us fall in love. And I think for us to fall in love with the way, I think it's going to take at least 6 to 7 months. So this is not something that you have to rush. You just kind of play it out and give them to us. And then you can start the deception and the deception and everything going into the following year. Playing it out, make us fall in love with them, make us, you know, like it's like a better version of positive Mustafa Ali. You know what I'm saying? It's a better version of this with 4 people. And then you break them out, give India time to see how everybody responds to her on the national level. I mean, of course, NXT comes on USA, but at the same time, you know what I mean? Indy Hartwell, this is really about her, but about the way all at the same time. So it's just an idea. It's just a thought. That's all I have for right now. Until the next episode coming out on this channel, like, subscribe, share, do all of that good stuff. I'm your guy, Nerdy G,